It really just.
Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of the Whiskey Crusaders. We got our, of course, our annual Booker's Night. So we're all over the place with the camera here, and you guys know how this goes. It'll be a shit show, and it's the great part about it. But you can ask us questions, and Bryan will be our host. We'll let Bryan take it away.
All right, there we go. Thank you, Matt. Let me grab the mic back here. All right, so little housekeeping one. You all have a chance to scan the QR code. Hopefully, that's where you're going to enter your ratings. I'll get a little bit more on that here in a bit. Everybody's got a glass. If you don't have a glass, raise your hand. Very good. Rather than like go around and do intros, this is supposed to be a big community thing. So hopefully you find someone you haven't met before and shake their hand and kind of learn about them. You're all here for a reason. The ones that I don't like are not here. The ones that I do like are here. So that's good. I will nip this in the bud right off the top, and that is I try to get all batches of Bookers every year, and I don't open them. So I haven't even tasted any of these. And we all get to open them together. I try them for the first time. It's the first year since we've been doing this that there's been a failure to acquire all the batches. So I'm going to give you the abbreviated version, but we will not be having 2024-02 this year, believe it or not. I know. Yeah.
I heard that was the best one.
I thought I had it, realized I didn't have it. Found a guy from the Northeast to overnight me one. Paid $60 for shipping. He was super cool to deal with. UPS delayed a plane, so I wasn't going to get here. Started calling all these stores. Goody offers to do me this favor. Get one from Little Elm to here and yada yada. Was so tickled. Took Stella in the liquor store. Had to tell her that pink vodka does not mean that it tastes like candy, so avoid it at all costs. And bought the bottle without even looking. Get home, and it was 2023-02, not 2024. So we're $300 into something that we're not going to try tonight. Awesome.
So if anybody on the street happens to have one and can get here in the next hour, that'd be great.
Yeah, hook me up, man. But we got Little Book from this year, and there's also 2 limited editions, so we're going to get to try those as well. This is a casual, fun night. There's like 2 rules. 1 rule. No, it's just 1 rule. And that is you don't pour your own glass. So as part of the community aspect, we'll get the bottle open. We'll start passing it around. Pour it for the person next to you. You know, if you need to a little heavier pour, I guess. Absolutely. We ended up less than 23, so actually might have enough to go around this time. Yeah, whatever. You don't pour your own glass. That's the only thing we got. I'll give a quick intro on the batches. You'll get a chance to rate them. The rating, it's very tongue-in-cheek. You know.
The last question in particular.
Yeah, the last question is the most important one. We try to add a little wrinkle every year. So, real quick, we're having Bookers. You can see the mash bill, a little history on the distillery over there. And then here's the things that we're going to rate on. You have the option of doing that on the when you scan the QR code. Look at the nose. You have a little sniff. See, you know, is it inviting? Does it make you want to take a little taste? The palate, once you take a little taste, swish around your mouth, whatever. What do you think there? The finish, after you finish swallowing, does it make you want to go back and have another taste, or what do you think? Heat, it's a very low percentage of the weight, but that's like, it's supposed to burn. This is all barrel-proof bourbon, but sometimes the burn is good. Sometimes the burn just absolutely sucks. So what do you think there? Booker's profile. Some of you have maybe not had Booker's before, but a typical, no, sorry, you missed it, Gary. A typical Booker's profile might be like baking spices, a little peanut brittle, a lot of like vanilla wood, that sort of thing. So if you feel like it fits that profile, give it a score there. It doesn't count towards the composite. And then the new one that we're introducing is Bryan's Sexiness. So your lovely host is up here. And I think I'm only going to get above a 6 from one person, and that's my wife over there. But we all know what alcohol can do to you, and particularly barrel-proof alcohol. So I'm curious to see how the progression.
Can I just say though that baselining off last year's version, these skinny pants are looking pretty good.
Yeah, you like them? I feel like Frank Reynolds in that. It's Always Sunny episode.
6.2.
Yeah. So we will have some fun with that one. We'll get into it in a bit. With that, we're all excited to be here. Yeah. All right. I think we get the first batch. Those that know what we're gonna I guess it's kind of a
We should know.
kind of a rule. It's not really
It's
a
a rule.
formal rule, but you know.
But you know, it's very important.
Hey, you two.
Yeah, tone that down.
That's enough.
I
Oh.
thought they knew.
I literally get in trouble every time.
Good job, Luke. Hey! All right, Booker's night 2025 is kicked off. There you go, Block A.
Really was hoping we were gonna come in and better into that.
All right. I got Peter and Donald there to chat. Good to see you guys. My Canadian friends. They don't probably get this fun stuff up there in Canada. I don't know, it probably is ridiculous priced. That's right. It is pretty funny, the Canadians checking in for the show executives.
No.
This is before.
It only gets better.
How are they doing?
Yeah.
Bryan, what's the big conversation?
It's Kimmy. Kimmy.
Where'd that come from?
Kimmy Raikkonen is a F1 driver, and it starts with a K, and her middle name is Magdalene.
There you
She's
go.
short of Mag, so she's K-Mag.
I'm sharing with someone. I know.
Question.
Just permits you have to have a.
Thank you, sir.
Just the last two, Bryan.
This is the I forgot to skip over to the first match we're having.
No, I'm
Hey,
saying
Bryan.
legally, what would that thing? Yeah, I'm sure there's no login. It's like because you are. It's like
Your face. I never walk all the way. Sit here. Next on floor.
Hey, Matt, can you share that screen?
But I would be curious.
Yeah, if you switch it up
I don't
to,
live that far.
you wanted to switch up from that screen to that screen.
What I do?
Just if you want to switch from that screen. Are you sure that's good? Yeah, we can do that. We can add the present. We can add that. We can just do the present, I think, and then share screen and click that screen. We can add it. Click share screen. And then I just select that one. Yeah, there you go. We should select it. And then there you guys can see what we're looking at.
That's what they
There
want.
we go.
That's what they really want
You
to
don't see.
see.
You don't see us sexy fellas. You want to see this.
So,
I need a Kimmy talks after today.
all right. So your first batch is your kind of going through everything here. This is
Tell us about
2024-01. This is the Springfield batch. Booker spent most of his time in Bardstown, and that's what people associate him with. But he was actually born in Springfield, maybe the second most famous person with a legacy in Springfield. The other one being Abraham Lincoln. We don't even know if that's the right.
That's true, we don't.
Springfield.
But it's close.
I thought I fixed this little.
Anyway, good job on
What you get over here on the source location, Booker's is a blend of barrels from different locations throughout the Beam campus. You can see the breakdown here. A good trend, people that have been doing this for a little while noticed that they had slipped on age and ABV for a while. And starting last year, we started to see it kind of creep back up. We're now over 7 years again and 62.25% alcohol. So there's a place down there for you to put notes in as well. We'd love to hear. Would really love to hear what you think, especially some of these guys back here.
Put in your scores if you want to visit.
That's why I wish I was on the list.
Looks like Jesus.
Yeah.
Sure.
I could
We've been doing it for,
Jump.
I think,
I was actually
or maybe irritated watching. So it's like we actually are getting decent. I would love to know how the years have done that. Actually, it tells you where that's
Get in there.
The highest rate, if they have a higher percentage of certain else. XYZ. Anything else.
They're like, no, it doesn't.
Sandy
cheese.
Well,
Well, I'm wrong every time, so this was our thought process. So let's be wildly incorrect.
Over the years.
No, Bryan.
Yeah, he's definitely he's 0 so far. He's doing great.
I'll give him
Consistently
full.
sleeping
No.
because he was
Yeah, you lost the
hysteria.
I hate.
You don't like that?
I don't like
I was gonna say there's a lot of
Sit on me, crawl on me,
Yeah,
lick
not
me.
that.
bleh.
Connor, what's that on the
Like
palate?
a 6 or 7.
What? What's that on the palate?
No, I'll
Yeah,
kiss her.
you just have wine, so
Jared.
that's what I was going
Oh.
with.
It's not less heat. It's not less
Brandon,
heat.
my address.
My name's on after other
Yeah.
put in my wine.
He's been here
He's
100
down.
times.
This is for Brian's sexiness.
Brian? And we just like, we just.
I started at
I
one.
haven't tasted it yet. It definitely smells sweet.
It smells much more like Booker's. It smells way more nutty. The last few years, this smells like
Don't be
Booker's.
creative. Have
Which I
fun.
appreciate.
You'll see as it goes on. It's hard.
I got a ring.
You know it, that's my choice.
You're down the street now, right?
Yeah.
In case we still.
I smelled that. No, I smelled it. She was like,
Okay.
you know, the shirt company all the time.
So you
I'd be talking to that one.
YouTube will love it. They'll think it's so great. Plus the ratings.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking.
She asked the audience, like, what you think.
Yes. I mean,
I think that's the important part.
And what do the Canadians think?
That's right. We want to know how sexy is
How we doing
Brian.
this part?
That's the question.
Put it in the, we need it in the chat there. On a scale of 8 to 10. What do you think?
All right, I gotta go.
Well, I see a lot of people that eat.
Definitely the sweetest. It's got like no
I say that.
black pepper or.
It says only 6.
didn't say
But if I
Brianna.
don't know what it is, it's commenting.
Who's chatting on the right?
Oh, I don't
That's
know.
Matt's stream.
I'm good.
Oh. I was like, there's nobody here named Peter.
No, it's our annual thing. People love this stream. Every year we put it out there, it does really well. People go back and watch it. It's a good time. It's 3 hours of a shit show. It's great.
Yeah, the last half's the best part.
That's right. Those when Bryan gets naked. Everybody loves that.
Did we put the NSA on the we know what Matt's gonna put on the last model.
Alright, super sexy. That's right.
Springfield, Missouri.
Thank you.
For years.
Al. Don't worry, I'm Al, will you give me a glass? Pretty please, and sugar on top.
Don't let Dottie out.
Oh, wait.
Thank you.
Boss, you ever seen the Will Ferrell bit? I got my tight pants on.
Yes.
This is where I get so.
I was like, you know what? It's a special night. I'm gonna run to the dryer. One extra time.
I didn't want to do it.
Oh yeah.
I like
Dang. Y'all need to keep the door open if it's too hot.
Probably would be.
It will be.
Alright, glasses over there. Gareth, glasses over there on the table.
We probably need to open or turn it off.
Right.
So we go get
There he is.
Is there a cookie version?
No, we left that a long time ago.
It's my first time having a beer out here. Hey, Brian. I just got
Candy.
That's all I remember.
a peach.
Straight up.
I need to go back.
Thanks, sir.
It was like 7:30. Yeah, I need to do something. Yeah.
Not a lot of Port Road.
What's up, dude?
Not a lot of Port Road.
Give me a second to
Play that game or whatever.
I'm a vet myself.
Many wise blues.
I was trying to write it.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, this.
Well, Connor woke up this morning and was cleaning up. And
So the president, we're supposed to have a
Yeah, I was kidding that. I was like,
Between us.
I remember with like.
We got one to yell
I didn't. Claire.
There's 10 outside in the shower.
Check your door.
I remember
Her sister.
at like 2:30, I looked over at him and I was like, everyone was still up, and I was like, please come back.
So I'll give a. Now we had a couple other guests walk in. I'll give a quick shout. We have some travelers. Blake up from Austin. The Lurch brothers. The Mitch I went to college with, and his brother Brandon. You've seen a lot of the Pitfaced stuff that I've done. Brandon was right next to me for most of that. They came down from Prosper. Levi up from Houston, a longtime friend that just after college, I guess. And he's gotten very heavy into the bourbon scene the last few years. All the stuff you're probably looking for on the bourbon front, I bet he has right now, except for 2024-02. He does not have that.
That's right. That's right.
The furthest travel back there is Gareth, who just walked in.
You said that last time.
He
And there's
came-
someone from fucking Norway.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I think we did the math on Google Earth. But you can tell from his accent, he came all the way from Tennessee to be. So we got scores in. Let's take a peek at what we got entered. It's always like it's showtime, right? I tested this 10 times. He's definitely going to fail here.
Brian, John and I were talking. Do we have any metrics on warehouse numbers and like rating compared to where certain stuff's coming from, or different this consistency bookers
Yeah.
come from certain warehouses?
We've talked about that, and we have the data for it. We haven't done it. But well, because once it's finishes, I'm like, you know what? I have 364 days to put this in place. And 363 days later, I'm trying all of this for a back
Yeah.
time.
So I was excited.
Didn't make sense.
Oh.
All right, so hey, not bad, not bad. I think
Is there a red button in there with
He said
That's very nice.
Normal size. I'm not either, but there's a funny clip. No need. Who's gonna say that? I can't even put my 1 to 10.
hey, no.
Average size cigar. But you talked about he likes monsters.
All right, more scores might be coming in. That's fun. I'll add it here in a second. Who's blank? How do we get a blank?
I'm not even I'm gonna put one on I think it's
Not really.
Once a year.
Well, you get here on time, so we'll get. don't know what you do something that you want to So we'll keep updating, but 61.68. I will have to go back and look at 2023 batches, but this would have ranked like 2 out of the 2020. I think we had one of the 62s. So that's actually pretty high score. Anyone got anything they want to share? What did you think?
I said, super nutty, but you're not sexy.
Well, I'm mostly concerned about the sexiest. I want to hear from the Garys, the Mitches of the.
Where's the legend? Where's the legend on this crap?
It's right there.
It's like
I'm more of
My school was mainly Bryan section.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start weighing it higher. From someone who like has tried tons and tons of bookers, it's a little sweet. It actually tastes very good for a bourbon. It does. It's not really a Booker's to me. So
The nose is more Booker's this time.
yeah, the nose, not so much the palate.
The palate's not.
Yeah.
But
So,
the nose is.
and what I was trying to make sure I did was like, am I scoring it against thinking it's a Booker's or just a good bourbon? My 72 was based on it being, I think it's a fantastic bourbon. It's not a Booker's flavor. You want to see this image over here? So, based on our composite score for my sexiness, I follow the range of looking about like this.
So, like,
right
they're
now.
homeless?
Well, you know, it's funny. I put the beanie on before we came out here, and that. I think like, you know, a 4.63. I think, you know, if Pickens got slim towards the end of the night, you'd be okay right here. This is acceptable.
There you go.
As you all saw, there's charcuterie out there. There's water in the water cooler if you need that.
nose is great. It's sweet.
Does anyone want a bottle of water and or a bottle of Topo Chico? Can we open? Yeah, go ahead. Open, crack them open. We don't have to cheer when we do that.
What's good with
We're nutty, but Bryan is not.
No, it's not fair. It's not like a country.
As a fan base,
How's Megan? Oh, it's Gouda. So it's what Katie said all the time.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I'll never heard that.
Connor said it tastes like a fire penis. Oh, peanuts. Peanuts.
Irish penis. Topo.
So that's a 4.63 on the scale?
4.63. That's okay. So we did we did bucket 2.1.
That's right.
Leah's grabbing a towel.
Just like
He's good. No, Logan, you gotta lift your knees up by your ears. And
That's for the others. So next time at the cast, I'm gonna push you around the floor to clean it up at night.
You should have ankles.
Boston's sex is like a 2 range. Logan's like a 9 already.
We're gonna keep these on the
what's your problem?
I have 100 problems in there. I have to go look at the one for that one. I'm not sure. But I took a picture of me because when I shaved my head, it had a mustache, and I put the scale all the way up to like maximum. I was like, make sure you use this face, and then generate these things. And
One, you're not sure if he's gonna sign.
That's what I got.
I mean, I'm voting 10 on everything now because I just need to see.
I think he would.
You have not found the bottom.
Yeah, okay.
This is not the bottom. Well, at any point, I can click on somebody. But I feel like it's a little bit to the imagination.
You gotta wait until later, though.
We all good for to go on to the next one?
Yeah. Leanne, you say peanut shell in that? A natural peanut shell tastes sweeter on the Booker side.
Long chocolate.
It tastes like diesel. You're
I think a little background music is good.
What is a cold?
She had a great time. Dude, all this stuff. Cocktails. Plus the board drinks. I was like, an hour and a half.
All right, we're moving on to. I don't know. You guys can see what we're not going to try. Yeah. Awaiting results. We're going to have to leave that up for a bit. I was kind of excited about this one. The whole story behind Bean House Bags. There's a house on campus that the family would live in. When Booker No passed, took like another years of it. Fred moved in there. Those that have been out there have seen the house. Got a big patio. I talked a lot about using the patio where people come hang out. And then sometimes Booker would send Fred into the distillery so he could go to the warehouses or some part of the operation. And he'd come back with a tray of samples. So you're like hanging out with Booker at that point. You end up getting samples like straight from there. It's a pretty cool thing. I'm going to guess that because we don't have it here, that batch is terrible. Like, absolutely awful. There's no way it's going to do it. So we're going to move on to batch number 3. This is called the Master Distillers batch. There used to be a time when being a master distiller meant that you did like every day you worked, day and night in the distillery. I feel like that's what master distillers do. But at a point, a group of them got together, including like Booker No, and they created this like little cohort, and they turned the role into something like being a celebrity. So when you go up to Kentucky, it's a big deal to get a bottle that's signed by the Christian distiller. Kind of sought after, and they are a little bit like celebrities, and not just like the lackey that does all the work. So this particular batch is a. I'm sorry, that's a little distracting. Al, come in here, get on the screen.
All right, you should dance for us now.
How can I vote for this guy?
You gotta make it full screen.
We need an Alan 60.
You gotta come in there, Alan. My pants are smaller than Bryan. Why is he dressed like this? Please explain.
He's going to a 80s party. He forgot that MC Hammer's in the 90s.
Saturday.
His first record came out.
I want to do a dance for him. That's the best possible. That's what your dad is. That's fair.
So, without further ado, batch 3. Hey! We're back. So this batch, again, we're over 7 years. This will be the highest fruit batch that we'll try tonight. 65.15%. That's pretty up there for Booker's experience. Fall May 130. Well done, Claire. Nose goes, Claire. Nose goes. I don't know, fresh out. Teresa's back. I'm kidding, guys. You probably lose credibility with the screen. Not Teresa's back. All right, we got any scores in? Refresh. Hey, look at some of the scores so far. Brandon, I'm a big fan here. Hey, it's working. It's working. I'm getting a little sexier. I love it. It was so hard to get.
Did he find it big enough?
We'll see.
Oh, here we go.
Great. I like it. Damn, Megan. Sooner to scream like,
Yeah.
I thought nose is pretty inviting. I thought the palette was very much Booker's profile to me. And my lips are a little tingly. I was willing to. Oh, I got less sexy. Wait, that was more sexy. Oh, less. Who was that? John doesn't even think I'm on the chart. He gave me a 0 star. It's not. What else we got? Any other notes? Granny's batch. Granny's batch is good.
What did it take?
So, hey, Megan, look, there's on the chat, it said it's funny you say that 2020-01 Granny's batch is my favorite so far. That's just a batch called Granny's batch. Well, if you like that one, this one, according to Megan, tastes like Granny's shit. Granny's that good. Any stories? Take your time. I'll leave it up while we're. All good. Wants to look at my iPad. Yes, I realize.
Hey, Brian. It's like you and Dick Van Dyke kind of babies and he's homeless and big.
That's why everyone's holding on to your I want to skin though. I'm looking at you like, what?
I think I'm the person who
Usually go to my Match 4, this is a match dedicated to master killers. This one is to a group. Booker and Judy were years quite good. That also could have been. Now that Grady. Screw it, give me a bottle. Hey! Yeah, that's good. I like it. We could probably spend like the latest bit of this is the oldest of you. Second highest. So yeah, at least getting together pretty accurate.
Can I play and only do
One story. You're on all your Don't forget the window over there. That'll look like show yours in the bathroom then. It's like making spicy heavy wood. With they char the edges of the barrel. The whole point is that they're coming back out. It's not sweet sugar. We got some swords in. Oh! He's getting hotter! All right! Oh, by the way, they're all female AI generated. That's terrible. Hey, can you go? Yeah, so I was talking to Logan about trying to get these images generated, and the amount of detail you have to go into to make sure that you don't have the largest image you've ever seen. everyone. I was like, feeling. This works. But I was trying to find one where I could take a picture of you. All right, so we need to. All right. What? So this one. Interesting observation. That was and you have one of the ladies in the building right here that says, but hey, I like that I'm getting sexier. We were this close. Before we get to the last batch, we'll go ahead and take at least a little journey. We can take a little closer look at some of these. So, like Mitch doesn't think that's the last one. Mitch has and then you're all right here. Clearly like worth it. Now, I gotta be careful on Matt because right now Matt. I tell you, with those eyes and that nose. God, that's kind of neat, isn't it? I'll power through it though. Yeah, and I think we saw the we got that one. And then so we can hopefully AI will be a little better next year. We can get one for all the numbers. But there's our 4 buckets for this year. We got a 63 with someone getting 25. This obviously a pretty well enjoyed patch. We can get rid of
So you scoop this up on both ends.
Yeah.
65.8 without it.
I put a 500.
Normally, so this is the part of the night where we try all. But there's a line of demarcation. The first thing we're going to go to is something called Little Book. For those that don't know about Little Book, here's our. We thought the first one was the best. I think we all know this one's actually the highest. Pretty happy at it. This is the highest. Yeah, there's your breakdown. So now we're getting into the little book. So bookers, I didn't get too much history on bookers, but it was started by Booker No. Started blending the bottle. Another one. In this case, the little books, the little book in here is a bunch of different rye whiskeys. Now we don't have the percentages. We don't know it, but you can see over here we have ryes aged between 5 and 18 years, pretty cool, and a bunch of ryes from different barrel cars. So I'm very excited about this one. This should taste way different than anything that we just your profile or anything here. But it's pretty accurate. All right, now. Yeah, so pretty good around these things. These are a lot of fun. Hey! On the
What's that right?
Yeah, this one is on your map, so we have user ratings here too. You don't worry about it. I would take this over. Honestly, the nose alone has you. You might walk away. However, you were given. However, you're like, I am excited that you swung. Right, dollar for dollar, probably the Jack Daniels barrel proof rye. If my friend's picking something off the shelf to pour for me, I'm taking this. On this one. obviously not very booker. Okay? Yeah, it's definitely he's feeling like this too. By far the highest score we've seen. I don't know if it's live game or if it's just that good. So good. This stuff is definitely good. Yeah. We're definitely anticipating how this will be next year. We'll work on that. Hey. '96 from Condor. Boom. All right, so now we're going to move on to we give a big shout out to y'all for scoring this one. Appreciate it. This is something called the reserve. Mark, you have time for the ball. Booker, sorry, Fresno is now doing this different year. First time is so good. Also, I think we'll pick out the brown wise, something not changed since the 80s. Andy, come on down. Get yourself a port. Bar's always up.
No.
So maybe we could have done the. Yeah, we had to go around there. All regular releases first, and we go You're definitely going to get mixed scores on this. No, what? 30? Oh, I should say, pretty much shopping. Good news. What is it? Next chat list. I went to Goody Goody. There was 10 bottles of liquor at a part of the set. I was like, that's all I want to see. Might be on the shelf. I would love to see it. I think we have to give up on that, not just for bookers, but just for I went up in here. All right, I'm getting hot. Alan, big fan over there. So I do think this was scored higher. All right, here's where Matt gets grumpy. This happens every Booker's night. Matt gets so grumpy on one. I'm leaving 2 outliers out. We're on pace for a 60 in the 60s. Matt showed up. You gotta stop next year, a little more. We're not going to move on. This is all this. All right, now we can move on. Alex says dummy stick. I agree. I wanted to do I know what he's talking about. You need to make
This is my objective of the food cabinet. This is a little book itself with the coffee. Now there's a coffee. Pretty knows the whole chapter. It's called the Infinite, and what they're doing is studying taking different recipes or profiles of
of that and different aging barrels and whatnot. If you've ever heard of an infinity bottle, the idea is when you get down to like the last 2 ounces of something, you pour it into a bottle. You end up mixing like a bunch of whiskeys together, and then you try and see what happens with that whole blend. Well, this is like a large scale version of it. So this is the first time that all these blended. We have Booker Nose component. It's aged 20 years. Fred's is 14 years. Freddy's has been aged 7 years. And then the component is 8 years old. That all's going to be sitting there, and then next year we poured out our ready bottles. We pour another component here, and then we get out the batch. So we are thinking that the profile will may change over time. I've gone through theory like 7 times today, and I was coaching volleyball, and I had I was out to get them all fired up, ready to go. And they started laughing at me. All right. That's a solid question. No, there's nothing worse than having boner on the forehead. Yeah. The worst part is I go there and I didn't even have a headstock available to like pull over my head. That's a bogging. Anyway. So we're trying something. This is it's like the reserve is the first years. This is the first we'll unbox that here in a little bit. Hey! The nose on this one has got some potential.
Second group. Coming from my house, they were the second
So if he gets this one for 200.
Secondary.
I mean, at this point.
All right, Bryan, what's the price on this?
She doesn't know.
Little book it is. All right. We're scattered again. Scattered again. Hang on, I just want to see what Mitch. That's all.
This one was trash.
So how many girls do you have?
Oh wait, we gotta see. We'll look at Mitch's comment.
There's a girl here.
There's like 3 people that get that joke. Maybe 2.
One in this one.
Voice comment. All right, bottom and forehead story time. Wait, which one of them? All right, so who was it? Brandon hosted a little soiree of sorts over at his place, and many libations were had, and a lot of them were very dense in small containers, and I passed out on his couch.
Good job.
So
Which hang on, which place was it?
Louisville. So I passed out on his couch. He did the only good thing he did was allow me to stay there and not drive home. What happened? It's right here.
Good story, Bobcat Goldwyn.
I think I succeeded first.
Remember, it was kind of cool, kind of funny to draw things on the first thing, the first to pass on first. So I got all. And the worst part of it was so I get up the next morning, really headache, doing whatever I can to recover as fast as possible, and I get in to brush my teeth, and I see. Yeah, it didn't say Renov in the mirror. I'm just like scrubbing and I'm doing everything I can. And the reason I'm in a panic to get it off is because my little sister, who was 14 years my junior, was playing in a huge volleyball tournament. I get it off as best I can, and as far as I can tell, my fuzzy eyes were in good shape. And I go out to the tournament and find out it's like lightly, very light. I mean, fake. You definitely have to kind of get up close and personal. But
He was
it's yeah. And if you've never been to a volleyball tournament, bright lights. I'm sure like, y'all shut up.
It was so bad. And I think he went to the bathroom just for a while. And came back up. No, I think he
Your voice is cracking a little bit.
It said Boner Patrol. You erased Patrol.
Boner Patrol. Patrol was stupid. I think y'all figured out you had to go to the race in a water bank on the bottom. Anyway,
Logan, love your guts.
So we have done all matches. Officially, this concludes Booker's Night. Now, arguably, the better part of the night is
Your section is
so folks. Wait, I'll tell you what. Let's just pick. Let's pick Megan here. Just to. There we go. Now that I got your attention. I do know that some folks have brought some bottles, and I'll also let you know that there's stuff over here, and there's stuff in that wooden cabinet. You are welcome to anything in my bar. If it's open, pour it, and if you ask me a question, if you can have some, I will be offended because if it is closed, all I say is ask only because I might have it open one somewhere else. It might take me a couple minutes to find it. They might be hidden behind the 2024-02. Yeah, exactly. But just let me know if it's a closed one because I might have an open one. But don't say anything to me. Go grab something that you want to try. Knock yourselves out. For the folks that brought bottles, I can promise you they're equally as generous. I don't care if you brought something or not. It doesn't matter. If you see something interesting to try, go hold out your glass and get a pour. This is the fun part of it. This is for that community. Thank you all for being a part of it. Thank you for hosting. And when you go to sleep, think of me as this right here. There it is.
I knew it was dead.
All right, thank you all.
Wait, Bryan, you
One
can
quick,
come
Claire was split stream. And live stream, we're in good shape. Hey, everybody, we appreciate Bryan all those amazing things here. And, he's not taking his clothes off, sort of.
That's coming. That's coming later.
You're on speaker and text. What's first? Good stuff, boy.
Your felony's done.
So, my favorite thing to leave up at the end of the night. You have your top 5 composite scores up here, your bottom 5 down here. This is the aggregate rating. So, what you thought of all of the matches, you're welcome to come up and toy around with the keyboard if you want. This is a good time while you're trying stuff. Just take a glance up here, and you'll see some comments that you might have missed on the first go around.
Go to the comments.
Bye, y'all.
Cheers.
Enjoyed it. Thanks for being a part of it.